So hi and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to show you how to put this paracord on the Deathadder Mini V2 here. These are the tools I'm going to use. I've got a nylon electrical tool, I've got a PH0050 screwdriver, obviously a paracord that I've got from powercablemods.co.uk, go check him out. Just some good power cables, Deathadder Mini V2, and then I've got a lighter here to melt the cable, to shrink wrap it around the parts that you need to protect. So let's take this mouse apart, and then we will put the cord in and see how it is. Here's how flexible the cable is at the moment for the Viper. This is the speed flex cable. You can see here it's a little bit stiff. Be flexible a little bit more. It's not too bad, but can get a little bit more flex out of it. Put a power cord on it. First thing you're going to do is want to hair dry off the feet. It's the best way to get them off without destroying your feet here. Suggest not using too much heat. You want to melt them down, and I use this nylon tool here just to pop them off. If you do lose some of the stickiness, you could use some M3 tape. And then I'll allow you to re-stick them back on if you don't want to buy some spare ones, or you can get some spare ones. The Deathadder Mini has 3 screws here under the pads here. You have to take off all 3 skates. 1, 2, 3 here. Just unscrew these ones. It'll take you about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do this cable swap. Shouldn't take too long. And I take a nylon tool and just run it down the side here. You try and use your fingernail, or you could just put a tool down the side like that, pings it apart, pull it, and it will split in half. 2 parts of the shell. We don't need the top part now. Now to get the cable out, because it runs under the PCB on this one here. It runs under the PCB here. You're going to have to take off the PCB to change this cable. Some of them can get away with without doing that. There's a screw here just in front of the scroll wheel. Take that one off. Some here on the side buttons I always forget. These are the longer ones. And then now the PCB will come apart, like so. So you need the base. Now some of them have little clips on the side here that hold them in place. Deathadder here doesn't. You can just give it a little bit of a pull. Or you could put a little screwdriver in and just give it a little bit of a push. It's up to you. And now the cable is off. And get your power cable. Wherever you bought it from, there's also Lethal Gaming for the US. As well, there's a few people that are doing these. And you, on this one, you specifically get 2. Let me show you here. 2 heat shrink things. Not things, I don't want to call them technically. And on the normal cable here, we've also got a bit of a stress relief, which we don't get on this one. You can 3D print some of those sometimes. I don't generally pull too much, but if you do, you probably want to try and get one. Now take a lighter here, and we're just going to heat this down to basically hold the cable, stop them sliding around a little bit. Don't get it too close, otherwise they will melt. Heat up, use a blowtorch some people use, or hair dryer. You can use as well. I just use the lighter now, it's easier. And it will get hot. Watch your fingers. Once you're happy, plug it back in. There's like 2 little notches on the side normally. You can basically line them up with the connector here on the PCB and push it in. You want to wrap it under the PCB, because there's a cable channel. See that here? Basically line that back over and put your power cord through the cable channel. Easier said than done. You don't have too much slack up here. At the same time, you've got to be careful, because these also cause a bit of an issue here sometimes with the bend. So once you've mocked up the channel, you can now line it up for the front here, and you want the other sleeve piece or heat shrink piece. And you want just to go in the front here, but like a little stress relief. And you want to hold where that is, because that's what you're going to need to heat shrink on. Keep it in place here, because you need to make sure it stays. Then just apply some more heat to that without burning your fingers off. Make sure it's good and tight around the cable. And then now we can put it back into the PCB. Ow, still hot. Careful, Bob. Put it back into the PCB here. Not to burn your fingers off or melt it to your case there. You want to give it a little bit of a period to cool down. Put it back in. Yeah, fits nicely. The mock-up work. Put your screws back in so the long ones go into the side switches. The really tiny ones go into the actual PCB and base. One just in front of the scroll wheel, sorry, just behind the scroll wheel. One just near the cable connector. Like so. And make sure your heat shrink is in place, and then trap it between the front of between the base and the top here. Like so. Camera's let me down as usual. Come on, camera. Like so. Put all that together. Put in your last 3 screws and your feet back on. Happy days. We'll do a quick test in a sec, show you the difference here in flexibility. I could heat these back up with a hairdryer. I'm just going to put them on because I'm going to take it apart again later anyway. Do some more video stuff. But I heat them up with a hairdryer to re-stick them down, or you might want to put some new tape on it or new skates. The left side one's smaller than the right hand side here, upside down as well, skate wise on the front. I'll set it back together with a new cable. See the difference in the flex at the front compared to what it was before? There you have it, power-corded Deathadder Mini V2. So thanks for watching. Check out my mini Viper one that I've done as well. I've done a weight reduction, I've done a full review on it with all the detail. I've done a paracord as well and a teardown. And I'll see you again in the next video. Catch you later. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.